Yesterday, the Elita-1 event went live, and I've got to say, she is a pretty powerful unit, but she's not quite as powerful as I thought she would be. So in this video, we'll review what exactly she does, and I'll show you 4 games where you can see exactly how powerful she is. So as a quick reminder of her skills, she is a ranged attacker, and she is classified as an attacker, although I think she's kind of a bit more of a speedster. At 2 stars, her attacks happen at time-bending speed when you're using turbo, so they go faster. And over here, we've got turbo lasting much longer while you're attacking. Hence why I think she's actually technically an attacker, but more of a speedster. Now, you know, I like to collect the chicken. I love to use the hog. I like to have ridiculous amounts of turbo. I try to get the blue boxes. So in this video, I would think Elita-1 would really level up my gameplay. And you'll see, I find it to be kind of okay. And why is that? I think she's a win more unit. Unlike the BK, who with the super rage spell, you could be losing and now you're winning again. If you don't have a thick squad and you draft an Elita-1, I don't know that she does all that much, but we're gonna jump into some games and I'll show you. Before we do, I will remind you that you can unlock this from the event fully free to play, the Special Transformers event. That is how I did this, and I would also recommend doing it that way rather than buying the Energon. Like I spend in mobile games, I didn't buy the Energon, even though I normally do. So I was like, man, I am gonna get so much just playing for a couple hours, and that's exactly it. In 2 hours, I had more than enough Energon to get her to 3 stars, and I'll finish out this event here over the course of the next couple days. But if you're subscribed to the channel, you know that now I'm a super creator, and you can use code Chisgule in the shop. I hope you'll consider doing that. And every single video, until all my units are ultimate, I am going to open at least 1 star chest for your daily dose of dopamine. So consider subscribing, and let's open this star chest. Please be good to me. Come on. Oh, this can't be it. 3 stars? Blue? Chicken. No less than what I deserved. Let's go and see these games. All right, game 1 is going to be Unicron attacks with hatchling herder. So a lot of gem opportunities in this one. We grab the Shelly to start. Now I rush into the middle. I have 1 coin. This is very dangerous. I get very uncomfortable with such a low coin count. Typically, if I see coins, I'll try to get them here. So I swing over to this glowy, and there's no coins that come out of it. Very dangerous. I go blue box. I'm already half health. This guy hits me with a lightning spell. It could be over. I get the squad up at the last second with the Colt. He's still chasing me, so I run more to the right. Thank goodness that guy moved on, because I was almost cooked there. And even still, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I do this without getting my Shelly to die? And I finally get the Colt in front. Ooh, squad up here. Crucial. Pam to heal. I almost died right off rip there. That is kind of terrifying. And I'm not going to stick around to sort of heal back up. I will use the heal station to get a little bit of that healing and multitask. So now we're good. All right. Now, 3 units to go after the BattleBot boss there. Feels weak to me. I try to push onto this using the shrink spell, which I think worked. I yoinked some of the loot, but not all of it. And now I've got a slightly bigger squad. I can use my healing field, theoretically, to push down on this bot. That guy rolls up. I don't blame him. I try to snag the loot. I got 10 coins. I don't know if that was everything. In fact, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Nice shot there. Yoinking on that. And I lose a unit for it, though. So this guy does punish for my yoinking all the loot from his kaiju. Because I got the BK, I kind of chill there. And now I try to take out the Megatron tank. That guy has not forgotten what I did to him, though, and he is bullying me. So I back off. You know what? I back off, and I get a key for it. Rewarded, baby. We squad up, but this situation's not great. I reroll into a Mortis, which is a huge pickup at this moment, and I get a full Lucky Find El Primo. So now I am actually not in a good spot on the leaderboard, and I mentioned that Elita-1 is kind of a win more unit, so I need more here. I need more. I could have gone for the penny for the leaderboard, and I feel like that would have been a good choice, but given that it's hatchling herder, maybe I can just get some hatchlings and be fine. Also, because this is a Megatron game, or a Unicron game, rather, I theoretically could get some stuff like that. If someone was pushing the Unicron here, I could get just extremely punished for the way I'm playing, but nobody does, so we're chilling. I grabbed the Wiz, who is insanely good on the Unicron map, That is because you get a lot of spells, and there's a lot of bosses coming from these Megatron tanks. So every time we take one of those out, we're going to get a new spell. So I'm going to throw a lot of spells. Go for the Shelly Fusion here. Nice bomb opportunity. Cook his units. Get the spread. Knock 2 of them down. Then get the chest. There's the Elita-1. Watch the turbo from this moment forward. So look how much slower it drains when we're fighting. It still drains pretty fast when I'm running around, and if I had a hog, it would be just insane here. But I cook this guy on the wall, grab a bunch of his hatchlings, which is really nice. He gets away with a few, and there's a key, so I'm like, no, I want that key, bro. Now we get another Mortis, and we're looking to squad up, and yet another Mortis. I am now in first place. So from that start where I almost got busted off rip to where we are, it's kind of looking night and day here. Bust the Megatron tank, invading on the other guy. Then swing to the left, cook his Greg. If he wants more, I'll give it to him. He should not have come back for more. We take the Optimus Prime, and I'm so far in first that I just circle the wagons, baby. We circle the wagons. We're going to protect these little chickies, and I'm chilling. This guy's looking for an angle, but I'm like, all right, which way you want to come? You want to come from the top? You want to come from the bottom? How's it going to be? He starts to swing in. Doesn't matter. GG, first place here. Elita-1 was helpful, but like a BK would have been insane, right? All right, game 2, gift critters. I really like gift critters. I really like increased PvE mob density. I find that in the game mods where there's not enough PvE stuff to do, that it feels like the map just kind of runs dry, and the PvP gets more intense and sweaty in a way that I don't find very fun. So I like the mods that put lots of mobs on the map, and the lava world especially is just going to be very target rich. So I've got now an Optimus Prime, some chickens and a Greg. Greg is actually very sus on this map, specifically because there's just so much you can get and do from a PvE standpoint. And I rage up here because, like, look, my time is limited to get all this free value. I'm going to try to get as much of this as I can before people roll up on me, and there it is, right? So we're able to get a bunch of value there, and I picked the Archer because we know the AoE is going to be great. Theoretically, though, if I was going Archer, like, you kind of just want to move all in on Archer from the very first pick. It's very weird in that way. It's not exactly like a Goblin, but it's not wrong to think about it like it's a Goblin, where you want one at the start, you want to fuse it right away. The difference between it and a Goblin is once you've fused one Goblin, you really should stop. With the Archer, you just want to fuse as many of those as you can, which is why it's something you should start like from the very start of the match if you want to have the sort of damage scaling that thing can actually offer to you. I swing around to get this chest here, continue squatting up. A lot that I can do, but I notice I am in 5th, so it's not like I'm crushing this leaderboard, and I'm also not sure why I'm not doing better. So maybe there's a bandit situation. In fact, I think that's the case, that like I don't have a bandit. If I have the opportunity to get one, I must take it. In fact, I probably need to start re-rolling to try to get a bandit at this point, which is exactly what I do. And I get wrecked in that process. I get a Colt. I mean, Colt is very good on this map. I am kind of chasing Rich Village a little bit. He tries to double back on me. I don't see he's got a shrink down until after he's left. So, but I also would shrunk him. And finally, my reroll pays off. I get a bandit. So now I can actually play the game. At least I've got a bandit. If I had more bandits, I could potentially win here. But maybe I'll win anyways. This guy is just, I don't know what this is, man. Going right through the kill zone, and he is going to get cooked. I feel like when I get busted, that's kind of how it goes. Whereas sometimes when I'm trying to bust people, like, they get lucky finds that are tanky faster than I can bust their tanky lucky find units. It's really crazy. Well, I don't know why I don't feel like I'm ever the main beneficiary of something like that, but whatever. We get another bandit, and what do you know, I'm at the top of the board. Big skill expression here, get bandits, win game, but that's kind of where it's at right now. So we've got our bandits, and if I can top off with an Elita here, that would be pretty sick, because my squad is pretty good. I mean, I push into this guy, I'm like, hey, yo, you want to stick around? Because I'm here to fight. And yeah, it worked out pretty well for me, even though I've got these bandits, which are a huge liability until they're fused. And I could have fused the B, but I take the Elita-1 just because, like, I'm trying to make an Elita-1 video. And I do feel like Classy has said this, and I will echo this sentiment, that I would really like if when a new unit lands in game as a part of an event, that it shows up in the roster of draft options slightly more frequently. Like, not a lot more frequently, just slightly more frequently. Now watch my turbo number here, because I am kind of going up in turbo. I've got 10 turbo. I have a fused chicken worth of turbo, and that is amazing. Now this guy's chasing me, and I'm not sure I want to take the fight. He rages up. So my instincts of getting away from that guy were right. Because he was pushing me, he was kind of signaling like, yeah, I have a trick up my sleeve. Because it's generally like not smart to push into a large squad unless like you have a trick. So because he kept pushing toward me and I didn't have a trick, he did. I was like, no, I gotta back off. Did the Elita do anything for me here? Not really. I mean, I had enough turbo anyways. So maybe if I didn't pick a chicken, it would have been better. But I feel like BK just would be better, right? All right, it's game 3 time for Unicron attacks with Royal Haunt. Royal Haunt is a game mod that I actually really love. Again, anything that puts mob density on the map is a win in my book. I swing around this corner very unadeptly. I don't think that's even a word. And I need to squat up very urgently here. I get the Battle Healer, which is an amazing take to go with the Wizard. And I have an opportunity to grab this box, so I go for it. I'm trying to get some free loot, and there it is. I knew that if I kind of stuck near where the Megatron was, I might find something good, and I did. A lucky find, if you will. And now I've got the Jesse, so I am really going to cook this part of the map, and I get another Jesse. Bro, this is the dream right here. I am living the dream, and free loot is real, although I'm taking a ton of damage, so I need to be mindful of that. Swing around, get more free loot, and time to squat up again. I get the Hog, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to show you Hog plus Elita in this, and I just need to stick around the middle and keep farming this loot. I get yet another Hog, so I'm looking really good here. Not really a lot of good options. I take the Barb, which I don't like because I'm building too many units. So now I'm just blasting through spells. I have the Wiz, but like I've said this before, you just get so many spells with all these bosses. It's absolutely amazing. So I just need to keep throwing spells. So I get the Furnace down. I got a bomb. I could throw it down into the right. I hope I do that. There we go. Okay, now the guy went the other way, but still I think that was a good call. From here, I got to finish working on that Barb if I can. I have like no fused units in the squad. We get the Barb fusion, which doesn't even lower my squad cost anymore. I've been so inefficient. That guy tries to roll up, but it doesn't matter. I got spells on spells on spells, baby. So I just get my spells down, and I cook. And feeling good in this corner, and there's the Elita. So 2 minutes left, and we have the Elita in. Watch the turbo here. I've got Hog plus Elita. This is the dream combo. And I've got a Queen. Woo, baby. I got stuff to cook with. Fuse on the Hog, so 2 fusions in the squad. We got the Barb and the Hog. And X-Wing has got to be about. That dude gets cooked. And now I fuse on the Miner. So 3 fused units in the squad, and my squad cost is still 50 a pop. Move in on whatever that guy's name is, and we'll hear him maybe. Dude is just absolutely boom roasted. And this looks like a real player. They're kind of fighting, but can't really hang. So they get bullied out of there. And I need to squad up. I have more coins than I know what to do with. And finally, I'm actually decreasing my squad cost with these fusions, which is hilarious. Only to max out again in a second, but whatever. And I need to squad up. Just need more chests, honestly. I got so many coins. Looking at this leaderboard and the time left, this might just be one of those matches where that doesn't happen. I swing the Battle Healer around, very risky. I don't need to be taking this risk, so it was actually kind of dumb to just collect all that loot before somebody showed up. It was honestly like really dumb. That could have cost me pretty dearly. So we're big chilling though. I take another Elita. I think Queen would have been a better pick though, honestly. But whatever, rewarded with a fusion. GG. And I go for yet another Elita. Let me know down below in the comments if there is a reason to have more Elitas. I don't think there is, and the next game we're going to do here is going to be Doppelgangers, and I think you'll see why I'm kind of like, I don't know about all these Elitas, bruh. So we get yet another Battle Healer. Looking good. Swing to the right. And at this point, I should push Unicron more. I've kind of gotten like out of the habit of taking down Unicron. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do this thing. Now, I should have held the Shrink until right now because I'm worried about that guy, and I'm in first, and there's no reason for me to take a fight at this point. So I chill. I back out of there. I go for a little bit of action at the end, but cruise into first place. So the real question is, if one Elita is good, What about all Elitas? So let's go to Doppelgangers. All right, so this ends up being an insane game of Doppelgangers, and you'll see why. I'm gonna start with the barb, and I'm gonna path to the middle, but I'm gonna stutter step onto these little sand dunes to try to get the loot. Avoid that real quick. Goblin is the pick here for sure. I mean, it's Doppelgangers, right? So give me the coins and move on with my life. And Bandit's not bad here. I kind of want to switch off the Goblin and then back onto the Goblin. And I should really prio just getting chests at this point, because we know I'm just going to switch to Goblin and get my coins that way. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of cooking this guy. Take the Mortis. I'm still cooking this guy. He shouldn't have stuck around. Am I going to bust him? Ooh, he gets away with 1 unit. Man, well, we'll see if Belfast delivers some pain to me later as retribution here. But I switched to the Gobbo, get a bunch of coins. I could have took that guy, honestly, with the 2 Gobbos to his bow, but not worth it. All that really matters here is to be in the thick of things and getting squad ups. So I'm all over this Unicron, and I'm squatting up as best I can. Also interesting to see that you can get, like, stunned with the miners while you're underground. And if I had better speedster options, oh man, like speedster plus miner on this game mod, you can do some really gross stuff. But unfortunately, there's no chickens, so I can't get tons of boots to work with here. But I can keep switching to goblins and getting lots of coins, and that's what I'm going to do. So I keep going back and forth here. We switch to the barb, and it's not even time to cook, time to keep squatting up. Bandit's absolutely disgusting. So leaderboard position's looking great and continuing to secure that with this bandit pick. From here, we go to the Gobbo, though, and now I have 212 coins. And I just keep squatting up because I figure we need to just prepare for the fight that's about to happen. Bow temporarily just to, like, get rid of these Megatron tanks. Nice and easy there. Bow is so good for the Megatron tanks. It's honestly amazing. And great timing on that with the chest refresh right at the 2-minute mark. That was awesome. Get 2 quick squat ups here because I still have 274 coins. Like, there's no way I can actually use all these. That guy rages up, but I don't care, man. I'm freaking Optimus Prime, baby. I got a ton of fused Optimus Primes, but we got to get after something better. So we go to the miner just to... Oh, key. Am I going to get that key? Do I even see it? See the key? I do. Woo! Okay, good. Chest cost is free at the moment. Bandit swap is amazing. Chest cost is still only 30, which is kind of gross. I'm fighting that guy, but I shouldn't be, so I move on. Great choice. Switch to the Pam just to kind of heal up a little bit, although really just doing any swap would have healed me, so that was kind of silly. But I do have a lot of healing fields, and I yoink the key, which is actually hilarious. And I take another miner for the big boom booms if somebody rolls up. I might be able to catch somebody. Honestly, I actually almost got caught there. I switched to the battle healer, but I think the bandit would have been better. I think I might have been afraid about getting pushed, which is why I switched to it. And time to get out of there. There's the Elita-1. All right, now I have so many Elitas here, and I avoid picking up chests because I want to cook. Now, that guy, he should not be fighting with the bandit. So, gotta cook him a little bit. Get more Elita-1, which is kind of cool. And you can see the DPS is, like, pretty legit, although I'm pretty low on turbo here. That guy rolls up with the Leons, but he runs away. Like, I don't think all these Elitas are where it's at, man. So I switch off that, I think. It's got to be soon. Yep, time to switch. I re-roll. I go Bandit. I mean, bruh, Bandit's just so good here. And we go, what, Battle Healers? Fine. Do I go back to Elita? I think I will. Unlike other units, where if you pop them when you have all your units flipped over, this just didn't do anything. I don't know, man. I think Elita is good. I think I'm a little underwhelmed. I would like to see her doing more for me, but I think that maybe once we're out of this world with the Unicron game mods, her impact will be more felt, where like there isn't just so much loot and so much stuff going on that it's just ridiculous how much you're getting, you know? We'll see. We'll see. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. You can check out the live stream where I unlocked Elita-1. Part will be in the end screen right over here. Alternatively, if you're looking for my Optimus Prime vid, let me tell you, man, Optimus Prime, I think he is a full tier above Elita-1. Part will be in the end screen. The dude is the freaking GOAT. Optimus Prime is just an amazing addition to the game. And one last reminder, consider using code Chisgule if you buy in the shop. It supports my channel, costs you nothing to use the code. Thanks for your support.